The hushed doctor's office felt strangely cold, even in the warmth of a spring afternoon. Sarah gripped Mark's hand, the small tremor in her fingers betraying the calm she tried to project. Just moments ago, the pediatrician had delivered news that shattered their world. Their beautiful baby, Lily, carried the devastating genetic marker for Huntington's disease. A ticking clock, a future shadowed by inevitable decline. Mark looked at Sarah, his eyes mirroring her own despair. Their precious Lily, vibrant and laughing now, would face unimaginable suffering. Then, almost as an afterthought, the doctor mentioned something new, something still on the horizon but gaining ground: gene therapy. A nascent science, a glimmer of hope that could potentially rewrite Lily's future, correcting the faulty gene before symptoms even began. The word hung in the air, a lifeline. But then another thought, a whisper from their deeply held faith, began to surface. Is this a miracle given by God, or are we daring to play God ourselves? This profound question sits at the heart of one of the most significant moral and ethical dilemmas of our time, especially for those of us who believe in a creator. Should Christians embrace gene therapy and editing, or are there lines we simply shouldn't cross? For centuries, humanity has sought to alleviate suffering, to heal the sick, and to extend life. From setting a broken bone to developing vaccines, medicine has often been seen as a gift, a way to steward the bodies God has given us and to demonstrate compassion to our neighbors. The Bible itself is replete with stories of healing. Jesus, the ultimate healer, touched the blind, made the lame walk, and raised the dead. His ministry was characterized by an active engagement with human suffering, never shying away from it, but rather confronting and overcoming it with divine power and compassion. This legacy of care and compassion strongly suggests that Christians should not only support but actively pursue advancements that alleviate disease and suffering. If gene therapy can cure a child like Lily of Huntington's, or prevent cystic fibrosis, or correct the genetic errors that lead to devastating cancers, isn't that a profound act of love and mercy, aligned with God's desire for human flourishing? To stand by and watch suffering when a responsible intervention is possible feels contrary to the heart of the gospel. However, the conversation becomes more complex when we consider the concept of God's design. The psalmist declares, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made," Psalm 139:14. This verse resonates deeply, reminding us of the intricate beauty and intentionality of God's creation, including our very DNA. When we talk about editing genes, are we attempting to improve upon God's perfect design, or are we simply repairing what has gone awry in a fallen world? Here, it's crucial to distinguish between gene therapy and gene enhancement. Gene therapy, at its core, aims to correct a genetic defect that causes disease, bringing a person back to a baseline of health. This aligns well with the Christian imperative to heal and restore. It seeks to mend what is broken, to relieve burdens, much like surgery or medication. If a building has a faulty foundation, repairing it doesn't challenge the architect's original design, it simply restores it to its intended function. The ethical landscape shifts dramatically when we talk about gene enhancement. This is where the concern about playing God becomes most poignant. What if we could not only prevent disease, but also enhance intelligence, increase physical strength, or even alter personality traits? If we could design children with specific attributes, are we not encroaching on the very essence of what it means to be human as created in God's image? This crosses a line from healing to human engineering, potentially creating a tiered humanity where access to such enhancements could exacerbate social inequalities and redefine our understanding of inherent human dignity. Furthermore, Christians are called to wisdom and prudence. Every medical intervention carries risks and unforeseen consequences. With genetic editing, especially in germline editing that affects future generations, the long-term implications are vast and largely unknown. We must approach such powerful technologies with humility, recognizing our limitations and our responsibility as stewards of creation, not their ultimate masters. Our motivation should always be love, love for God and love for our neighbor, and a deep respect for the sanctity of human life. So, where do we land with Lily? For her and for countless others facing genetic diseases, the prospect of gene therapy offers a profound hope that resonates deeply with the Christian call to heal and to love. If responsibly developed and ethically applied, focusing on therapeutic interventions that restore health, this could indeed be a medical miracle, a testament to God-given human ingenuity. The challenge lies in our wisdom and restraint, ensuring we do not cross the boundary from compassionate healing into hubristic enhancement, thereby altering God's design in ways we may not fully comprehend. Ultimately, Christians are called to be thoughtful participants in this evolving conversation. We are to be people of compassion, embracing the potential for healing, while simultaneously exercising profound discernment, humility, and an unwavering commitment to the dignity of all human life. We must ask, is this intervention driven by love, aimed at alleviating suffering, and respectful of God's creation? If so, we may indeed find ourselves witnessing and participating in modern-day miracles. What are your thoughts on this complex intersection of faith and science? I invite you to share your perspectives in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation with grace and wisdom.